Get ready for the dictation on the count of 3, 2, 1, start. As the pandemic recedes, government revenues are seeing a surge. The central government's revenues were up by 67% YoY for the period April-November 2021 compared to the same period last year. GST collections are reaching new landmarks on a month-on-month basis, providing the government fiscal space for both social programs and capital expenditure to fuel growth. The timely measures, accompanied by the vaccination drive across the country on war mode, has led to the national GDP expected to grow at 9.2% in 2021-2022 after contracting in 2020 to 2021. Assam's economy is also recovering well from the pandemic and is in a much better position to tackle any other COVID-19 related contingencies in future with a much better health infrastructure. I will be failing in my duty if I do not place on record our most sincere gratitude and appreciation for the day and night services rendered by thousands of our health workers and other frontline workers during the current pandemic. Speaker Sir, we are all aware that we are passing through one of the most challenging periods of human history, but I firmly declare government will steadfastly drive towards development through various capital-intensive policy steps inspired and motivated by the mission of our beloved Prime Minister to turn Northeast into a new engine of growth. One of the prime reflections of the state's economy is the gross state domestic product GSDP. The GSDP of Assam at variable prices is expected to be rupees 4,33,925 crore in 2021 to 2022. This is 13.89% higher than the GSDP 2020 to 2021. In 2019 to 20 and 2020 to 21. In this midst of the COVID crisis, Assam is the only state showing positive growth rate while many states had shown negative growth in 2020 to 21 and 2021 to 22. Assam is one of the few states showing tremendous growth despite COVID pandemic. It may be pointed out that 15th FC has recommended share in central taxes amounting to rupees 20,673 crore to Assam for 2021 to 22. However, after adjustment of areas on account of short devolution to states, Government of India released rupees 25,176 crore during 2021 to 22. During last 5 years, the trend of expenditure has been in ascending order on the budgetary allocation, which signifies prudent fiscal management, meticulous planning of expenditure, including large-scale procurement reforms in the state. Overall expenditure of the state significantly improved from 63% during 2015 to 16 to 83% during 2019 to 20. The capital expenditure also grew from rupees 4,919 crore in 2015 to 16 to rupees 14,630 crore in 2020 to 21 in order to accelerate the pace of economic growth. Government of Assam during 2021 to 22 decided to undertake several capital intensive projects. Presently, new projects to the tune of around rupees 11,100 crore under NABARD Infrastructure Development Assistance NIDA in rural and semi-rural areas under social sectors like health and education, rural connectivity, agriculture, and ancillary activities are underway. The government has also decided to undertake new projects amounting to rupees 1,000 crore under Rural Infrastructure Assistance to States RIAS and rupees 2,000 crore under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund RIDF during 2021 to 2022. Detailed list of approved projects under NIDA and RIAS is at Annexure 1. So far as RIDF is concerned, most of the fund has been sanctioned against roads and water resources projects which are in capital nature. The government is developing an ambitious reform agenda to unlock Assam's growth potential over the medium term, focusing on policy and institutional reforms dovetailed with downstream investments in related sectors. The reform agenda focuses on three broad areas. The first area focuses on boosting trade, increasing investments, and generating jobs. The second area will increase resilience to increasingly frequent and severe climate related shocks, consolidate funds earmarked for green initiatives, and catalyze both public and private green investment. The third area will focus on the development of the agriculture and tourism sectors to increase their potential. In this context, the government is engaging with external aid agencies, development partners to support its reform agenda. It is expected that the reforms identified will pave the way for development projects in the related sectors. Knowledge studies are initiated in association with multilateral development banks for development of logistics policy and networks. Several rounds of discussion are completed with World Bank and ADB. In this regard, there is great likelihood of Assam being sanctioned development policy financing with assistance of World Bank. Sir, I must highlight that presently through external assistance projects worth close to rupees 16,843 crore are under various stages of execution in sectors like finance, transport, public service delivery, road and bridge infrastructure, agriculture, environment and forest, water supply and sewerage, power, skill development, etc. Projects worth close to rupees 37,578 crore in sectors such as road network upgradation and development, power, fisheries, health, water resources are under pipeline. Further projects over rupees 10,000 crore are in the conceptual stage, which are proposed to be posed to the Government of India in the upcoming financial year. Most of the projects are capital intensive for infrastructure development, boosting jobs and long term economic growth. The detailed list of ongoing and pipeline projects under EAPs is at Annexure 2